What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel One Man's Walk. I am your host Gamal, back at you with another one. So what do we have for you today? Usher did a tiny desk where he did an ensemble of some of his biggest records. Pretty dope. I did watch it while I was in London, and while I was there I figured I kind of want to react to it when I get back, so here we are. Yes, I did go to London, had a super fun time, but that's for a different day. So yeah, you know how we do on the channel. Typically we deep dive on lyrics and we do albums, but want to expand it a little bit, do a couple videos. So why not start with Usher, shall we? You know how we do. Let's get to it right after this intro.
Clean your house music. You can clean too.
Welcome back. So like I stated, we are going to get into this Usher and the ensemble of live records that he recorded for Tiny Desk. Shout out to DC and doing that in the area. It looks like something they would do on U Street. So I feel like that's a U Street experience. I'll have to look into that to see where it is. But you guys know how we do on the channel. Before we do that, let's get this housekeeping out the way. If you guys have not already done so, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post bell notifications. That way you don't miss any of this amazing content. Behind me, the latest video was up. This is the Yeezy Slides Onyx colorway. Feel free to check that out. We have the Chance the Rapper and Joey Bad collab that they put out, the highs and the lows. Feel free to check that out. Kanye and XXX Tenacion. I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but feel free to check that out. There's a bunch of other stuff that's on the channel. So let's get to it. I want to say with Usher, I think Usher has been huge with some of the records he's done. I really love what him and JD have done together. I think I only own one Usher album though, honestly speaking, Confessions. I may have it upstairs. I'm not quite sure. I didn't go look for it when I did that. You know, I normally do the props to let you know it's real, but I haven't. But in watching this video, hearing him say that this is the 25-year anniversary of My Way, I don't know if I've ever really played My Way. So I think I'm going to want to do a recap or a review of My Way for my own personal benefit and for yours. You guys seem to like when I deep dive. So we will go ahead and check that out. So be on the lookout. I will do a My Way video. And Confessions, which I think is definitely one of the best CDs out. We'll get a Confessions out. Maybe we'll do 8701 as well. Who knows? But I figured, hey, let's get to it. Let's see what this is about.
I'm just hoping to just really have fun today. This office party that we're having. Yeah, man. So let's get right into it, you know? Yeah. That sound you hear on bass is Dimitri.
So before we even fully start, I do want to say shout out to Usher, who recently, I got a homeboy of mine out of DC, AJ, who recently got the opportunity to do the residency with Usher in Vegas. So when this came out and this was in DC, I was immediately like, is AJ going to be the drummer? Because AJ's the drummer. He's the drummer at my church before he moved on. And so AJ was the drummer, man, for many years. So to hear that he got the residency with Usher, shout out to that. AJ, super awesome, man. Super proud of you. Super proud of you. I didn't get to tell you that when I saw you a couple of weeks ago because I didn't know at the time. But super proud of you, man. Shout out to that. So we're going to speed it up because I don't want to go through all of these intros that he has with all these individuals. Shout out to Eric Bellinger, I think is what his name is. But we're going to go ahead. Let's get to it. Speed up a little bit.
You're the one that hooked us up. It should be you. What's sad is that I love her, but I'm falling for you. What should I do? Should I tell my baby bye-bye? Should I do exactly what I feel inside? I don't want to go, don't need to stay, but I really need to get it together. You make me want to leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about her and you know the things that come along with it. You make me.
So I want to say off the break, because he's doing all the big records, right? His stage presence, which even though obviously he's not doing the dancing, everything, you could tell by the confidence that he exuded as he was getting ready and he was putting on the show that he was really confident in what he had, confident in music, confident in everything. He commanded the stage essentially. And I did like that. I do think this My Way, which, guys, don't blast me, right? I didn't grow up really listening to R&B. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Like I played The Shy. I played a couple 112s. Jagged Edge was my group. I'm not gonna lie. And stuff in the 90s. You know what I mean? But, you know, I did like CC Peniston and Jade and SWV had a moment with me and stuff like that. But I cannot call myself an R&B person like that. And so My Way, I don't think I've ever really listened to. And my wife is always singing it. And then one day I was like, what is the lyrics to this? And I was like, yo, how many records does Usher have talking about cheating? I was like, I don't know how it just hit me right. You know what I mean? Like in a moment. But yeah, I was like, okay, I guess it's a lot of his best records. You know, you got this, you got Confessions. Some of his biggest records, I should say, not say his best, but some of his biggest records are definitely that. Even in My Way, which I had not really listened to the title track. We'll get to that. But yeah, this is what I think people were mad about with Omarion, right? Y'all saw my recap. You can watch it.
Spotlights, big stage, 50,000 fans screaming in a rage. Bodyguards and limousines.
That live instrumentation is so nice.
I see you in my dreams.
Now I know we won't get this, but I would love to see Drake do one of these because it's been a while since he's done something like this. And some of his records, at least the early ones, the live instrumentation.
I feel like 13, what I mean, since we fell in love. Girl, I be your groovy baby. Oh, you are my superstar, yeah.
All right. So Usher, by all accounts, needs a versus. Like we deserve a Usher versus. Now, if you guys saw my R. Kelly video, feel free to check that out as well. I feel like that's the person Usher would have went against. Right now, obviously, that's a hypothetical. Usher's off. I mean, R. Kelly's going off to do his 30 years. And I'm not going to share my thoughts on that. Go watch that that video. Feel free to check that out. But I don't know enough of Chris Brown's records. Now, I used to say maybe Usher and Chris Brown. Hearing these Usher records, even in this simple setting, I'm like, man, Usher got records. Now, that's not to say Chris Brown does not have records. I'm just not as familiar with the Chris Brown catalog as I am with Usher's. And maybe I'm more familiar with Usher's because the records have just been that big. You know what I mean? And so, again, I started off with prefacing that it's not like I've been this huge R&B guy, but those Usher records did cross the desk or cross the ears, across the Walkman or the CD player or the MP3, the iPod, whatever you want to call it. So I do want to say that. Let's speed it up a little bit though. Let's see what else we got on here. Hold on, he got these horns playing. We about to get into something.
Now, I don't know if they normally allow you guys to sing along, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause y'all don't really know what's going on behind the camera. Have you guys ever turned the camera to see everybody? Okay, but you can at least hear them, all right?
This would have been nice to go through. I need to figure out where this is in
I don't want to
DC.
stop you from doing what you want to do.
You hear those horns? Situations. Come on, y'all. Every time I hear this, I'm like, oh yeah, the Neptune joint. You gotta be smart about it. The video, I think Diddy's in the video. Y'all let me know. I think I am gonna do all 3 Usher albums this year. I've been giving y'all enough rap. You know how I get down with the rap. You know I'm serious about the rap. But I think I might give y'all a little R&B. I got the Mary J. Blige, My Life's Coming.
You see,
yeah, he does sound really good live.
But you're so steady late and you ain't got to call. It's okay, girl, 'cause I'ma be alright tonight. Oh, you ain't got to call.
Again, just a nice command of the of the room. I like that. Let's bring it up. Let's see where we are.
It is the 25th anniversary of My Way. I don't know if you guys know that.
I will. I think I'm gonna do the My Way
together
for sure.
to do something really special. It actually became something that everybody started talking about anyway, some of what we were working on. So I got a question for y'all. Can anybody tell me what Usher was doing at 7 o'clock?
I was like, what?
Okay.
My wife was yelling it out. I was like, what are you saying? How do you know this?
Hold on, fellas. Yo.
I didn't get it.
Let's go. Hey.
And then when the Nice and Slow came up, I said, oh yeah, I do know that record.
It's 7 o'clock
On the dot,
I'm in my
top.
yeah. Yeah. I got a real pretty
So
little
I will
thing
say
here
for this
in
one,
DC
I feel
for
like
me.
the vibe. Oh, see, this I knew you were in DC when you said that about the DC girl.
Anticipated.
But the beat of this, I think the beat of the original sounds so much better. So similar to this. Now there are times where I think the live version of a record works better, right? Again, you heard me mention Drake. I think when Drake does Fancy, which is one of my all-time favorite Drake records, Find Your Love, records of that ilk, stuff from Take Care, I think seeing it live, stuff from Nothing Stays the Same, which is my favorite Drake album, I think part of that really works because of the instrumentation of the music, and hearing it live really works. Similar though, on the opposite side, if you guys remember the Jay-Z Unplugged, I do have that upstairs, I'm not grabbing it. But on the Jay-Z Unplugged, I didn't like the execution of like H to the Izzo, Heart of the City. Some of those records just don't work to me live. You know what I mean? Sometimes live playing it can take away the essence of what the record is. And I feel like this Nice and Slow on here kind of does the same thing.
This next one, right?
This You Got a Bed?
It's one of them ones. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm gonna just go ahead and get into it because I do have something that before we get into it that I wanna confess.
Oh, confessions.
Right? Every time I was in LA, I was with my ex-girlfriend.
This is a wild
Every time
record.
you called, I told you, baby, I'm working. I was out doing my dirt. I wasn't thinking about you getting hurt. Was hand in hand in the Beverly Center like, man, not giving a damn who sees me. So gone, so wrong. I was acting like I didn't have you sitting at home thinking about me.
So I want to say this. Now I know people like to call Joe Budden, the rapper, trash, can't rap, he's not good, blah, blah, blah. There is a remix that he did to this Confessions, which is probably in my top 10 best remixes where a rapper jumped on a R&B track, right? Or let me not even just say remixes. Best rapper verses on an R&B song, right? I put it up there with my all-time favorite, which is Jay-Z on My Girl. Yes, My Girl. Maya's Best of Me, Part 2, which is still my favorite all time. I put it up there with the J. Cole on the Jeremiah Plains. I put it up there with the Kiss on the Usher Throwback remix. Like, so you understand, like, that staple of R&B, you know what I mean, is what I consider to be some of the best all time ever. The Andre 3000 on the John Legend Green Light. Like, these are those are the type of iconic verses I'm talking about. Joe Budden on the Confessions remix. That's an unofficial remix because the official remix had Twister on it and the unofficial remix was Joe. I may play it. I ain't gonna lie. I may play it just on the strength of, because I'm trying to tell you it is absolutely amazing. But every time I hear Confessions, I'm just like, man, I wish Joe had gotten the opportunity. Sort of like they re-put out the Usher album so that way Kiss's song could be on there. 'Cause I don't think it's on the original Confessions, but if you have the re-release version, the Usher Jadakiss throwback, the Just Blaze joint is on there. I wish that Joe would have gotten a look on that Confessions. So I just want to say that this is probably one of the illest records ever. Obviously, controversy sells, and I think that's what really helped propel this song to the heights that it went, and especially coming off of his relationship with the ever fine. Now Maya is my all-time fave, but forever fine Chili, who I thought was the baddest member. Chili, T-Boz, Left Eye, in that order for me. Of the incredible TLC group, and obviously their whole relationship, because she was on the 8701 and all the videos, the You Got It Bad and everything like that. And then to see the relationship kind of fall apart, and everybody's like, oh, what happened? Did he cheat? Now, we did hear later on that Jermaine Dupri actually put out his life, as it was his life that was going on, but it's really ill. And it just lets you know, the record is amazing, but the controversy and the scandalousness, the potential scandal of it was so tantalizing to people that I think it helped propel right to the diamond status.
I damn near cried when I got that phone call. I'm so low, and I don't know what to do but to give you part two of my confession. This gonna be the hardest thing I think I ever had to do.
Yeah.
Got me talking to myself, asking how I'm gonna tell her about that chick on part one. I told y'all I was creeping with. She say she's 3 months pregnant and she's keeping it. The first thing that came to mind was you. And the second thing was, how do I know if it's mine?
Is it true?
Third thing was me wishing that I never did what I did. How I ain't ready for no kid, and bye-bye to my relationship. Just when I thought I said
that is forever going to be fire. So let's speed it up. Let's see. We're almost finished here. We're almost done. Let's check out these last few.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is him giving a shout out to the band again.
Do something special.
One more.
Satisfy her need. She keeps running back to see me do it my way. Yeah, my way.
It's not like a rap beat.
What I say goes, and I'm in control.
Let the rap
Check
play.
me, it was your girl who let me take it this far. Then ooh-wee, she had to have it every chance that she could.
All right, I'm officially done. But I liked it. I thought it was cool. Again, I haven't been the biggest Usher fan, but I was surprised. Not saying how many of the records I knew, because I didn't know these records. At least when they initially got it going, I didn't know them all essentially as they started. But he got big records, and so hopefully this year we can get Usher in the Verzuz, because we deserve Usher in the Verzuz. I think Usher's sportsmanship, I think his bravado, I think his records are going to be a hard out, and you're going to really have to come with it. Maybe Chris Brown does it or can give the comp, I don't know, but yeah. So, but that's it, man. You guys let me know. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm definitely looking forward to starting the process on getting some of these Usher albums out. But, you know, we figure we test the waters. We'll start it off with this. But you guys let me know how you liked it. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed, productive, stress-free day, weekday, weekend, whenever you're listening, however you're listening. I thank you for listening. Till next time. I do want to say, so this is new, but this is the outro. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I thank you guys for sticking out to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Stick around for some of the other content that you see up right now. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed, productive, stress-free day. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Turn on your post bell notifications so that way you don't miss any of this amazing content. Share, share, share.